Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my air signs, my smarty pantses? How are you? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for showing up here. We're going to use moonology. We've been using moonology for all the signs this week just because this reading, the intention that I've got with this reading is that we're going to try and figure out what is in the new cycle for you, because we did have a new moon in Gemini back on the 26th. So let's talk about what might be coming up in this new cycle for you. Aquarius, how are you? Thanks so much for stopping in here. I appreciate you. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. And I do this reading every week for all of the signs. And also, if you are interested in staying, there is a subscription button down the bottom right hand corner of this little square where I live. Aquarius, if you're the ride or die, thanks for coming back always. I appreciate you the most. Let's find out what's going on here for Aquarius for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us what is coming up in this new cycle. What can Aquarius expect in this new cycle here? We've got chop wood, that it's going to be a lot of hard work, because I feel like you're going in to do some cleanup is what it looks like. Look at all this earth energy here. Look at all these browns and greens, and we've got brooms in both of them. Well, it looks like it's a feather duster really, but you know, it's things like we're cleaning up, chopping wood. I want to say that you're in cleanup mode, and I'm not sure what that means, but maybe we'll find out more as the cards fall. But we do have card number 21, which is a 3. So there's some cleanup to do in partnership in business, partnership in a relationship. Could be friends, could be family, platonic or romantic. We've got card number 42, which is a 6. It feels like it's going to be some hard work to clean something up. Could be a relationship. It feels like it's a relationship between two people, whether it's friendship or family or romantic. It feels like it's going to be some hard work to clean something up here in this new cycle. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. All right. We've got prosperity lies ahead, and we've got nothing is yet set in stone. Well, very interesting. Because I feel like, it almost feels like there's been a fallout, or I'm looking at chopping wood as being really hard work, right? You got to really put your back into it, and it's like you did a lot of hard work and it doesn't feel like it's enough, or you feel like it just made a mess and now we got to do the cleanup. Nothing is set in stone, I'm going to say. So it feels like if you have been dating someone and something went awry, or if you've got a member of the family that you're not getting on with very well, it feels like something is a mess. It feels like prosperity lies ahead, but it's a new moon in Taurus. We did just have a new moon in Gemini, not Taurus, but Taurus is all about being stubborn, but being, and stubborn is relative. Taurus doesn't really want to move forward if they don't feel intuitively like they should. So Taurus isn't going to listen to everyone around them. Taurus is going to make their own decisions. And not, for the most part, a healed Taurus will make their own decisions and listen to their intuition, but wants to make their own decisions, is very protective of the decisions they make, which is just like a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign as well, Aquarius. And then we have nothing is yet set in stone. So I feel like you're having a hard time, because I feel like you've already committed to something or someone, or making up with someone, or you've committed to cleaning something up. And I think that you think it's going to be more hard work than you really are willing to put into it. We've got you are very close to achieving your goal, but nothing yet is set in stone. So it could be, if this is romantic for you, it could be like someone expects you to make a commitment to them in a relationship and you're not ready. It feels like it's about to be a little bit of a mess, and there's going to be some cleanup to be done, is what it feels like here. But this could be family, this could be platonic or romantic. Take it as it resonates for you, my friend. Let's find out what is going on with the tarot. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, don't forget, private reads are open. Live readings as well as pre-recorded readings. All right, go take a look at Hypsee. There is a pinned comment below this video if you're interested. Let's find out what's going on with Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Yeah, it does feel like something's coming to an end. It feels like something's coming to an end. You know that it is. It's like it's been hard to keep it together. So this seems like a relationship that you're not willing to commit to because it's just not for you. Like you've realized and you figured it out, but you've still got to say something, right? Because nothing is set in stone. You haven't yet committed, but it feels like the Queen of Swords is just going to say it. Right? It's air energy, and so it is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Libra energy, you're going to try and keep it as balanced as possible, but I feel like you are letting someone down kindly as you can, well, as kindly as the Queen of Swords would. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very head over heart, right? Somebody who's just going to give the facts. Look, we're not compatible. Look, I've thought about it. I don't think I can see a future with us. It feels a little dry, I'm going to say. But the Ten of Swords is here with chop wood. I feel like something here is way too much work. So I feel like you are ending you're in your new cycle now, and it's time for you to end something, is what it feels like. It says prosperity lies ahead, though, and it says the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you waited to see if something would work out. You waited to see their actions. You waited and watched. Maybe you held back and observed. It feels like you were trying to figure out if this was going to work or not. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. What else do we need to know about Aquarius, please? Ten of Swords. What is ending? Feels like you need to release this because it's just way too much work. It's way too much work. I feel like I feel like I'm getting the energy of somebody whose person texts them in the middle of the night and gets mad at you if you don't answer in the middle of the night, but you've got to get up for work. Like it feels like somebody's quite possessive or pushy or aggressive. Yeah, it is romantic, it looks like here. At least that's what you're dealing with at the beginning of the week, next week. It looks like it's time to release this. Because it's already outrun, it's already come to the end of the cycle, and you know that it's not going to work. We have the Seven of Cups. You do have other options, or the thought of this having to hurt somebody's feelings is maybe a little overwhelming for you. I feel like you just want to be happy, honestly. But the Seven of Cups and the one cup that is in the hand of the Knight is the Eighth Cup. So I do feel that you are detaching from somebody here. Somebody made it too much work. It feels like to give them reciprocal energy was just too exhausting. They were in your back pocket. It feels like codependency. It's like I did a lot of hard work and this person isn't recognizing my hard work. All they do is complain that I didn't work hard enough. Yeah, Seven of Swords is here. Oh boy. And the Ace of Swords. Whew, somebody doesn't realize. I feel like you might surprise somebody here. I feel like somebody doesn't realize that you're coming in to have that conversation. The Seven of Swords being here, it feels like you sort of carried on with it as long as you could. The Seven of Swords does seem like deception to me. It does seem like, you know what, I just don't think I can do this, but I don't have the heart to say it. I don't want to hurt you. Like, I just feel like that, Aquarius. Like, you're the humanitarian, right? I don't feel like you're cold like that. I don't feel like you want to hurt somebody or cut somebody, because it feels like they have a lot of emotions here. This is a romantic thing, and it feels like they're very taken with you romantically. And I feel like it's suffocating you. Like, it feels like you are working a lot or doing a lot for them, like talking with them. Like, it feels like you have to talk them off the shelf. Like, you have to talk them out of losing their minds because you're not the person who is on call and they want you to be on call. It does look like there is some time that you are, like, I feel like you know that you need to do this at the beginning of the week, but in the middle of the week, I think you're dragging your heels, to be honest. We've got the Nine of Cups here. I feel like you get together with this person and they seem so happy and they're happy to see you, and maybe they haven't seen you in a while. Like, it feels like the Seven of Pentacles, you've been sort of dragging your heels. I don't really want to see them. I don't really want to go see them. But once you see them, it's like they're really happy to see you with the Nine of Cups because you are their wish fulfillment. And, you know, this Taurus energy with prosperity lies ahead. I feel like it's true. I feel prosperity does lie ahead, but I don't feel like it's with this particular person. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the World card. You're just going to be honest. This is vulnerability, right? This Four of Pentacles. It is a little bit of vulnerability. And I think that you will show a little bit of vulnerability with the World card by just saying, look, this chapter here has come to an end. And I wish you well. I feel like you're just on to, it's kind of onward and upward for you. The thing is I don't feel like you've been very vulnerable with your feelings up until now, up until it's time where you're trying to manage their feelings because you don't want to hurt them. And I feel like you probably haven't given them much in terms of emotional energy up till now. And I think that they were thinking, oh, here we go, Aquarius is coming over. I'm going to see Aquarius, or we're going to go out. And really what you're doing is you're calling them to tell them that the cycle is ended here. I think this is a bit of a milestone for you because I feel like you have a hard time. Like maybe you're the person who just usually ghosts because you don't really want to hurt somebody's feelings about you. You don't have to be that person, of course, but the Nine of Cups with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you're finally letting them know what your wish fulfillment is, and that whatever you two have together is not the wish fulfillment. Nothing is set in stone, and I think that's what you're going to be honest about. Look, I didn't say I would marry you. I didn't say that we would be exclusive. I didn't, it feels like nothing was set in stone. And so you're just kind of seeing how it would go, and I feel like you've got to liberate yourself from this situation and try and do it as evenly, as honestly, and, with the most balance that you can. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Death card is here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's hard energy. Just going to be honest, it's over. We've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, oh gosh, it's messy. I'm just doing this, because it's messy. It's a little bit messy here. And I'm feeling your angst a little bit, right? Because I feel like you, and I'm sure that it's not for everybody, because not everybody has the same moon and rising sign, but some of you are capable of doing it in a more feeling way than others. Others of you are like, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't want to give you false hope. I don't want to drag you along. I don't want to lead you on. And I think that that's vulnerability in itself, is just being honest and telling them, look, I don't want to lead you on. But I feel like you are being really honest with this person and telling them, look, I've changed, or my feelings have changed, or the way I think has changed, because the Queen of Swords is here. And I feel like the Eight of Swords with the Nine of Swords tells me you're just bracing for impact, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of tears. I feel like somebody is going to be really upset. And I also think you're upset, but I just think that you're kind of an expert about not showing it on the surface. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is. It's kind of been staring at me here. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is, because it's like there's a lie or deception under the surface. Tell me what the real reason is. You can tell me, Aquarius. I won't tell them, I promise. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Ace of Cups. Oh, Aquarius. So it feels like here that the reason you were moving slow to start with is because love worries you. You're not really good with showing your emotions. And I feel like, well, first of all, you're not in love with this person, I don't think, because the Nine of Swords is next to the Ace of Cups. It feels like if you were to give them more of your emotional energy, I feel like it would have just led them on, and your heart wasn't in it. I feel like you do want to fall in love. I feel like you do want this emotional energy to find you, but I don't think it's with this person. Also, it does feel like for some of you, maybe not all of you, but for some of you, it does feel like you need to tell this person that it's over because you've got somebody else, or maybe you are interested in somebody else, or you have a better connection, emotional connection with somebody else. Could be that as well. I'm going to put down 3 cards here, and we're going to go into the extended. I've been extending all the readings, so I'm going to extend this one as well. I'm going to put down 3 cards here, and we're going to find out what else we're going to talk about. In the extended, of course, we're going to go in and we're going to clarify some of this stuff as well. We're going to find out why the Ten of Swords is here. Why are you leaving the situation? Maybe we'll clarify this just a little more, because it does look like either love worries you or possibly you found somebody new. We'll clarify both ways for you. And the World card being here, why did you just become vulnerable at the end? Because it feels like it feels like you made this person wait for you. Yeah, like wait to give them an answer, or yeah, it feels like that. Maybe you're just thinking it out, but we'll talk about this, maybe how you tell them this here. Like, I feel like you're going to say to them, look, nothing was written in stone, and then there's going to be a big mess to clean up here. Let's find out what else we're talking about in the extended. Ooh, the King of Swords is here. We have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Three of Swords. Oh boy, there's a lot of intense energy here. And then the Emperor is in the reverse. Look, you could be seeing someone for who they are. Oh, okay, look. I feel like there's a pair here. It feels like, look, I don't know if you're the feminine or the masculine, but you're both represented here. Feminine leaning is the Empress. Masculine leaning is the Emperor. When they're both on the table, you pick your side. And so I feel like the Sun is here. Somebody is seeing the Emperor for who they are. And I think that the Emperor is somebody who doesn't like to be out of control. And I think that this relationship made you feel like you were not in control, like you were out of control. And it feels like it's because this person may have been someone who expected some things out of you that you weren't ready to deliver on. So if you are the masculine energy, I'm saying. So it feels like somebody here is being honest with the other person, because now I see it. I see that I'm not ready, or I see that, you know, this is going to be a thing where you're just going to try and drag me around, and I'm not down for that because I'm the Emperor. Like, it feels like out of control is what it feels like here. Or maybe the Empress is out of control. I'm just saying. But the Empress in the upright usually is not. We're going to talk about this going into the extended. We do have the Three of Swords, how this person's going to react. They're going to be heartbroken and sad. So maybe I can give you a little bit of information from the universe about how to handle that. We've got the Five of Wands. I really feel like you're beating yourself up in the mind here about how you're going to say it. I don't think that you wanted to, but I think, you know, the writing's on the wall. It's inevitable that you've got to do it because you don't want to be stuck here any longer, and you don't want to lead this person on any longer. It feels like you are liberating yourself, and you're just going to have to be brutally honest with this person. Very honest, and I think it's going to be heartbreaking for them. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. If that interests you, we'll be in the extended, and all of the readings that I'm doing that are extended are in my membership area. If you're interested in joining us, please look in the pinned comment just below this video. At the very bottom of that pinned comment is a link to join the membership if you're interested in doing that. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go. You guys take care, and I'm out. Bye-bye.